Good afternoon, everybody. I will present my invention. A squinted person has a stable personality. It is not going down.
Doctor, you need to make it full screen.
Screen. Okay.
Yes, it's okay now. Please go ahead.
Now, this was published in Panacea Journal of Medical Science in 2017. Von Nuden, sir, can you just? I cannot see the screen, sir. Just sir, the right side is obstructing, sir.
So please shift your view, screen view. Can you please shift the bar of the screen?
It is obstructing, ma'am.
Doctor, you're seeing your video is obstructing, right?
My video is obstructed by the screen.
Yes, yes.
Your screen.
So do one thing.
Madam is seeing on my madam and other three. Yeah.
Do one thing, doctor. Do you see there's a minus icon, small icon on your video left top, which is saying hide thumbnail video? Click on that.
Hold on. Pardon?
On top of your video, extreme left, there is a minus icon, small minus icon. Click on that.
Top of my video.
Yeah.
It's not moving. Which one? Oh, acha. This video, your video. Oh,
our video.
Yes. Now it's okay.
Cool. Thank you, sir. Please go ahead.
Let me start from beginning. Von Nuden exemplified. Can you, sir, hear me? Hello?
Yes, sir. We can hear you, sir. Please go ahead.
Von Nuden exemplified how two siblings, a 8-year-old girl and her 6-year-old brother, both having same magnitude of hypermetropia, reacted differently when confronted with excessive accommodative effort to see clear. Due to difference in their personality trait, the girl exerted excessive accommodation and saw clear but squinted, and boy instinctively relaxed accommodation to remain orthoporic but saw blurred. Von Nuden further stressed importance of personality by commenting whether the visual system reacts with esotropia and clear vision versus orthoporia and blurred vision depends less on the degree of hypermetropia than on a child's personality. He also noted mutually opposite personality traits between these two groups of children, as represented by the girl, fastidious and exacting nature, and the boy, easygoing and relaxed nature. However, he felt that their observational impression needs to be substantiated by an appropriate study. But Dr. Nuden's contention remained unanswered for more than 3 decades until a study on this subject for the first time in the world was taken up by the present presenter, who published an article in this regard. Jones defined neuroticism as vulnerable to neurosis, which implies low tolerance for stress, whether it be physical or in painful situation, or psychological in conflict or frustration situation. Therefore, as per Jones' definition, the boy and the girl in Von Nuden's example had a painful and frustration situation of asthenosopia and diplopia, and confronted a psychological conflict situation whether to relax accommodation and see blurred or exert accommodation and see clear, according to their personality trait in neuroticism, stable dimension of personality. Hence, according to my hypothesis, the boy in the example had low tolerance for stress and thus had neurotic type of personality and should have high square and neuroticism stable scale. On the otherwise, the girl has a stable type of personality because he confronted the stress. Therefore, the bottom line of development of concomitant squid is to choose between orthophoria and tropia and clear vision versus orthoporia and blurred vision. Hence, it is evident that the development of squint is a function of child's personality trait. There are ample evidence also that a child's personality trait is carried forward to his adult life personality. Therefore, the absence of phoria, latent or manifest squint in adult may be indicative of his personality pattern. So yeah, we took 58 college students, and it can be safely presumed that these students who have myopia in their childhood face the psychological conflict situation as described above, and ended up with either exophoria or nophoria according to their personality trait. Therefore, we would find out how exophoria and nophoria would be correlated with neuroticism, stable and extrovert introvert dimensions of their personality. In this study, personality was considered as a cause of phoria and not an effect of it. Hence, this study of correlating phoria and personality is unique and pioneering, as the based upon knowledge, no study on this correlation was undertaken before. 58 myopic student, -2 diopter spherical equivalent refractive area or more was included in the study. All students know English, as they had to appear in university examination in English. The personality is determined in neuroticism extraversion scale by Morse personality in inventory 48 questionnaire. At the end of the answering questionnaire, their phoria status was measured by PBCT test. The highest and lowest possible score in personality inventory test is 48 and 0, at the middle point of 24. Out of total 58, 32 students were male and 26 were female. The age range of all is 18 to 30 years. Students were found to have spherical equivalent myopia from -2 to 12 diopter. Out of total 58 students, 37 had exophoria and rest 21 had orthophoria. Now here, the phoria and nophoria is plotted against N score less than or equal to 24 and N score more than 24. Here we see the two-tailed p value equals to 0.0005, which is statistically significant. It is highly statistically significant. And here we plotted phoria and nophoria with extroversion introversion scale of -24 and more than 24. Here the relation is not statistically significant. So from the obtained of the study, it is seen that 81.08% of those with phoria, exophoria, will have a chance of having stable personality pattern compared to 33.33% of orthophoric having such chance. This difference is highly statistically significant, whereas only 18.91% of those with phoria will have chance to have neurotic personality pattern compared to 66.66 of orthophoric in this myopic study sample having such chance. Therefore, phorics will have a high tendency to have a stable personality and low tendency for neurotic personality. This was evolved by the study.
Dr. Partha, this is just to update, the time is up. You can wind up in next 30 seconds.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
I have concluded.
Thank you,
Dr. Parthasarathy.
Yes, Dr. Rajiv Chaudhary, sir. Yes, please.
So in summary, you mean to say that if you have the phoria, your chances of having a normal stable personality is much more as compared to normal person?
Yes, that's it, sir. That's it. You got it.
So what is the basic reason? Means a normal person having a chance of more developing any psychological problem as compared to phoria. So what was the reason you think that?
The reason, sir, I have already explained. It is determined at the childhood. When there is any form of refractive error, there is a conflict between, say, in esotropia. The von Nuden has exemplified that a boy of 8 years and her brother of 6 years of age both have same magnitude of hypermetropia, +5 diopter of hypermetropia, but the girl had esotropia, but the boy didn't have the esotropia. He concluded.
My question is what you think that what will be the reason for having a
that difference in their personality on that time when they confronted whether to exert the accommodation to see clear or to relax the accommodation to see blur but remain orthophoric.
but you said that if they have exophoria or any phoria, the chances of their having a stability personality is much more as compared to euphoric.
Yes.
So it means that if you have any phoria, the chances of you are having a normal personality is much more. So there must be some, your study must be reason.
That is the reason, sir. It is determined at the time of when because of the refractive error, they are facing a dilemma whether they have to exert the accommodation accommodation and see clear, but by exerting excessive accommodation, they become squinted. But another group of person like the boy, he doesn't want to be so perfect in seeing. He want to get rid of the asthenopia and the diplopia that occurs due to the squinting. So he prefers that he sees blur but remain orthophoric.
Thank you
That
so
is-
much, doctor. We need to
Okay.
proceed ahead to
Okay,
do
thank
Thank you so much.